You're listening to Edge Radio TV. The views and opinions expressed in this program are that of the host or guests, and not the Edge Radio Network or its advertisers or affiliates.
Hey y'all, welcome to Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV. I am Jennifer Reeves.
Now I'm Hendrix Scott, and we're back!
We're back!
We're here to delight and entertain you again. Did you miss us? I missed us.
I missed us. Like, I had literally last week, I told Hendrix about this. Last Tuesday, I woke up thinking, I had nightmares. Like, in between my snoozing my alarm, every single time I was like, I need to be at the radio station! No, I don't. A, it's Tuesday, and we record on Mondays, and B, we took this week off. And then I would go to sleep, and I'd wake up, I need to be at the radio station!
Yep.
It was, like, really fucking with me.
We're here now.
Yes.
Woo!
We are here now.
Yeah.
So a lot's happened in 2 weeks.
It has.
It has. What has happened? Well,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I promised Hendrix
She's
was
gonna
like,
gush.
I know. I told Hendrix, or she made me promise that I would not gush for too long. But I got a puppy.
Yay.
And we're gonna see her on screen, little Miss Layla Claire coming up.
I mean, everyone loves puppies.
I know.
How could they not?
Look at her. She's so cute. I told her I wouldn't gush for too long.
But I'm very excited.
So, well,
for
she
you.
asked me not to gush for too long, and I said, okay, fine, I'll only have one Dr. Pepper instead of like 20.
Because last time she snuck 3 Dr. Peppers.
Look at that baby. Anywho, she's about 15 weeks old, and she is amazing and so smart, and I'm so happy.
I'm so happy for you.
Thank you.
Animals bring life.
I know.
They make life better, is what they do.
They do. Well,
And also,
yeah.
if you notice the setup, we have a new setup.
Yeah. What is this?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Viewers, you tell us what you think.
Yeah. WTF. But
I'm here. We're here for it. We took shots before. We can handle anything.
sorry, all of a sudden I just want to be, I'm here, we're queer, deal with it. Like,
I
mean,
have
this is
a
Pride Month.
billion shirts
So-
that say that. Like,
So-
I've been to a million rallies and have said that. Yes.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I thought-
But it is
no.
Pride Month. That's true.
It is Pride Month. Yay, June. And we will get to that, but we've got a lot of shit happening in June.
Yeah.
So we've got adult sex education month. But I gotta be honest, I don't really understand the difference between why they say adult sex education, like versus just sex education month.
Like why it's
Because-
not sex education for us all, like all
Yeah.
ages.
Yeah, because
I guess
mean,
so that we'll pay attention. I feel like as adults, you hear the word sex education and you go, oh, I already know that. No, you
Mhm.
don't. We wouldn't have jobs if adults knew appropriate sex education.
Very true. Like, I had clients come in last week or whatever, and they were like, "Is this common?" and blah 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 blah. And I talked about how they didn't receive a good sex education and whatnot. And I said, part of me wants things to get better, but the other part of me is job security.
I know, right?
Hello.
No, but then that also means if couples are doing bad, it's job security. Like, no.
I know, but it's true. Like, we wouldn't exist if our parents didn't screw us up.
Accurate.
And I tell clients that come in, they're like, we just don't want to fuck up our children. I just look at them like, you're going to,
and it's
You're
fine.
going
Carry on the legacy.
Yes.
Just like screw them up enough to where they have positive things to say about you to their future therapist.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. I tell couples all the time, look, the hope and the dream is that you just don't fuck them up as much as your parents did you, and that continues down the line.
Yeah.
At some point, the earth is going to blow up and it'll be fine.
Yeah, and it's like, don't worry about it. Society will do enough damage. Like you're good. Like,
Yes.
You're gonna be fine.
Yeah. So other things happening in June. We also have, I just looked it up and promptly forgot. So we have adult sex education. We've got Pride Month. We've also got, and I think it's next week, Father's Day and National Men's Sexual Health Week.
Yes.
So we will be talking about that next week.
I'm excited.
And then the week after that, we're going to hardcore focus on Pride and All of that.
I'm going to bring everything rainbow in my house right here.
I am going to forego my pink statements and do rainbows.
Well, pink was on the original Pride flag in the 70s.
And it's
so
on the transgender flag too.
Yeah.
You know.
Pan flag.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
But I got a specific shirt that's got lips, that's got rainbows on it that I'm gonna wear. And I have high heels that are rainbow colored. And since we're having this set up, apparently you can see my feet now. So I gotta start wearing my cute shoes.
Welcome all foot fetish people.
Yes. Fetish away, just don't contact me.
Yeah, just don't tell us about it. Like, I don't want to know.
I'm single and still not ready to mingle.
Oh my gosh, that's what we wanted to mention. Sorry. Okay, we took bigger shots than usual is what had happened. Okay, to go into adult section, the thing that I got accosted at the gym.
Yeah.
And I feel like it's necessary to bring it up because, men, if you don't know that this is inappropriate,
right.
Wow, like where are you? Are you living under a rock?
Probably.
I don't understand. So I'm at the gym. I'm on a spin bike.
Yeah. Yep,
I have earbuds in.
Yep.
I'm clearly not paying attention. I'm clearly just, I don't want to talk. I'm literally up and cycling, listening to both earbuds.
Yes.
This fucking dude walks up to me and gets, I mean, like really inappropriately close after a pandemic or just a normal, right?
Yeah.
And he grabs me and he motions me to take, and I'm like, it's got to be about my tattoos. It's normally about that. So I was like, whatever, because I love plugging my tattoo artist. Hey, Magic. And he grabs my other hand and he does like, he's aggressively shaking my hand and I'm completely limp, like letting it be known that I don't want you to touch me. And I'm trying to like pull away. And then he comments on my weight.
Yeah.
And he goes, first he says, I just want you to know I've been watching you for a few months.
Creepy.
And then he goes,
I just kissed the microphone. Creepy.
And then he goes, and I just want you to know, like, you know, you've lost so much weight. Keep up the good work.
Go fuck yourself.
As he's still holding on to me. And I'm like, you just stopped me from a mid-workout. I purposefully did not do eye contact with this guy. Mm-hmm. Just like women at the gym purposefully do not do eye contact.
Yes. Because
we know they're going to be like, ooh la la, she must want to bang me.
Right, because that's what we go to the gym for all the time, every time.
And I mean, when you have earbuds in, it's a social thing. Like, you don't, we don't want to talk. And then to touch someone,
ew. And
then comment on their weight.
Ew. Like, how many things, like, he just did the trifecta.
Of
what not to do.
And I still
Thank you for this teaching moment, creepo, at the gym.
I mean, I still don't know if he would, like, maybe, I'll give him, like, the slight benefit of the doubt, maybe he's on the spectrum. And he's really socially awkward.
No, because you said you saw him again later.
Yes.
And he straight eyeballed you.
And that made me be like, no, you're a psychopath.
He knew what he was doing.
You're trying to murder me. Like, now I'm scared to be there.
Yeah. People, if you see somebody and okay, you find them attractive, but they have their freaking earphones in, leave them the fuck alone. Sorry.
Yeah.
Just leave them alone.
And like, wait until I don't know how people don't understand flirting.
Yeah.
I mean... Are you one of those people?
No, I am really badass at flirting. My flirt game.
I've seen you in action.
You're
not creepy,
and I've got eyes for date. Like my eyes are my best feature, and I make some flirt eye contact like you wouldn't believe. So you fucking know when I want you. You know it. It is right there.
Yeah, that was
not
on my face.
Although I do flirt with all of my friends as well, and I don't want them, but they know me well enough to know that, you know, they flirt back and we sit in each other's laps.
Just sexually harassing her friends, y'all.
I mean, they sexually harass me back. It's fine. Like, we're very close and tight knit like that, and we sit in each other's laps. And
I'm very close with my friends as well.
Yeah. I mean, I've told you before.
In a different way.
Like, well, yes, I've never been sexual with any of my friends except for one, and that was 10 years ago and one time, and it's fine.
I'm not saying anything.
We're just good friends now. But yeah, but I have to, like, anytime I do start dating somebody new, I do have to forewarn them that, like, look, I flirt with my friends. It's how I get my little energy out in a way that's appropriate, because we won't cross that line. There's boundaries that we have in place. So I'm not going to flirt with, like, a stranger, but I will flirt with, like, these people. And I flirt with women all the time.
Maybe this is what this guy needs to do. Maybe he needs to find friends that he can let out his, whatever that was, sexual palace.
Yeah.
Whatever the fuck that was.
Yeah.
Just go bring that somewhere else. But guys, in case you didn't know, don't ever touch a woman.
No.
Ever.
No.
Ever.
But I would say the same thing to women.
No, for sure.
Like, don't do that shit either. Just because you're hot and popping doesn't mean they want you.
Yeah.
Like,
touching anyone in general, like, gross and
without
weird.
permission.
Yeah.
It's all about consent.
And
anyway,
then commenting on weight, never. You should never talk about anybody's weight.
Yeah.
Like, it's weird.
No.
Anti-way.
Anyway.
On that note.
So today is an exciting day. We're going back to adult sex education or sex education in general, somewhere around there. And we have 2 guests coming on the show.
We do.
We're super excited to have on. They are from I'm Just Saying on Edge Radio. We have Bridgitt and Tennille, or Simply.Tennille.com. She likes to say she's fun. She's sassy. They're both sassy.
I'm excited.
Yeah, and they're gonna join us in talking about their show, talking about sex education. So I hope they're ready for that. And talking about an event that is coming up that they are hosting, and we're gonna let them dive into that as well. So it should be a good show. We're very excited for our week back after a 2-week.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
And I love that it's a hiatus.
Yeah.
I love that it's these wonderful ladies and not like a guest who just has no idea what to do. And then we're also like trying to be like, oh, we were off for 2 weeks. What do we do again? I don't know.
It's amazing how quickly you forget. We weren't supposed to be off 1 week, but weather. And I'm tired of the rain. Anyway, side note, neither here nor there. Dr. Pepper's kicking in. Or the shot.
She only had one today.
I only had one, but I did have a tequila shot.
We're here for it.
That's magic.
It's whatever.
So stay tuned. When we come back, we will have Bridgitt and Tennille on from I'm Just Saying, and we're gonna dive into them and dive into education, sex education. So stay tuned. This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV.
Aren't you tired of not getting what you want in bed?
Spice things up behind those closed doors.
Woo! We're here for you every hump day at 7 p.m.
This is Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I'm Jennifer Reeves.
And I'm Hendrix Scott, and we are professional licensed sex therapists.
So remember to watch us Wednesday at 7 p.m. on Edge Radio TV, just in time for sexy time.
Are you a small business owner concerned about the downturn in the economy? Top business leaders like Mattress Mac and Warren Buffett will tell you that now is the time to promote your business more than ever. People need your services. Your business needs an edge. Learn about special advertising packages for small businesses right here on Edge Radio. Find out more, give us a call at 281-744-0446. That's 281-744-0446. Edge, because truth still matters.
Hey guys! Sex. So, tell us, what was your sex education like whenever you were growing up?
I had none.
Yes.
Don't do it. Keep your legs closed.
Yeah.
Nothing's open after 10 but legs. You know? So yeah, I was frightened to have
Right. It was a very
any
scary
type of sex.
situation.
Yeah.
It was, you know, I actually wound up having sex for the first time just because my mother already assumed that I was doing it.
Oh, so you
Wow.
did it.
I was
You're
like,
you're gonna
I
put
need
this
to
on me.
see.
Fine.
I need to see what this is about because she is always in on me about sex.
Don't do it.
Y'all better not be in. If I find out, I'ma cut it off. It was that situation. I was like, oh my God. You know, I was like, well, come on, we're gonna do it today.
Yeah.
I did that. We were both virgins and said, you know,
So how old were you?
I was what, 18.
Okay.
So
I think
Wow.
we're getting too far in my business. my mama's gonna be listening or something, you know. I'm
Well,
still
I mean,
very
you
pressured
got
by
two
you see how that
babies.
felt?
I mean,
You see how that
gee.
felt? She don't care. She gonna be like, you did what? Oh yeah, you know.
Here's
so-
my card.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
Feel pressured all of a sudden. As soon as you
Yeah.
said that, I was like,
I saw the
"Ugh."
sweat beads coming up.
Yeah, that part.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's also just hot in here too.
No.
Okay.
Me.
Oh my gosh, but
So
Jen and
Let's
I
not tell
the
everybody our
same.
situation.
Just like nothing, very religious based.
Mine
That
was
part.
not.
Hers was
Right.
Mine wasn't as
Yours
bad,
was.
actually. So I think I've told the story before, so I'll try an annotated version of it. In 7th grade, my mom saw me watching like a movie threesome and a sex scene, and she made me promise I would not have sex until a certain age. And I said, I can't promise you that. I made a promise to myself I wasn't going to have sex till after high school. So promising
Gotcha.
you means absolutely nothing.
Mm.
Her jaw dropped to the floor, and she said, okay, fine, you're still grounded for watching a rated R movie. Because you weren't supposed to.
Okay.
And then from then on, anytime all of my friends that were having sex, and all of them were, they would come to me and ask me the sex questions, and I would be able to go to my mom.
Wow.
Because she knew I was not having sex, and I would just be like, they want to know, is it normal for this to hurt, or for this to happen, or that to happen? And she would tell me, because this was before the internet. Not that you should research all this shit on the
Right.
internet.
Oh
Yeah,
god,
don't do
terrible.
Don't Google doctor yourself to death because
Yeah.
it will put you in some predicaments.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'll be freaking out thinking you're dying tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I had a pretty decent one. She did have some other ones, like if you start it, you better finish it. You shouldn't say no in the middle of it, which I've since learned you can always change your mind.
You can.
Yes.
Always.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Get off me.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
I don't
Yes.
like it.
Yes.
Yes, and then we weren't taught about consent. Like the
Yeah.
kids now are very heavily taught about consent, and I'm just like, oh, fucking yes, yes. Like, but
Yeah.
consent was not even a word. It wasn't even on the radar. It was
Right.
like,
Very
you-
true. Don't do it. That's all it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like the societal message was, you can't disappoint a man. You can't make him angry.
Oh, that
is
so
very
if you're
true.
having sex, you better not
Very
anger
true.
him,
Right.
and you better keep doing it, whether you're like in the crying
Right.
or you're hating it.
Right.
You don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
Right.
I think that my experience though too was very different because like my first experience was phenomenal.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love that for you.
Oh, it
Exciting.
was
Mine hurt
amazing.
like hell.
The only thing I said before he got started was, you know, you better not hurt me.
Aw.
It was that. And he was like, I got you, you know. And so it was great. It was wonderful.
Awesome.
I got all the pieces to the puzzle because, you know, some people, their first time, they don't get the oral or anything like that. I got the entire shebang. It was absolutely wonderful. I was comfortable where I was, and it was great. So that made me have a good outlook on sex. And I know some people afterwards don't have that same outlook when it comes to it because they had a bad first experience or it was somebody, you know, that they didn't feel like they were, you know, connected with.
So my experience wasn't bad. It was just that I was a freshman in college, so I waited that long.
Wow.
And I had the pressure in high school because I was going to wait
until I got married.
Same
year.
I was
right
a sophomore in
before
college, so I was 19.
Well,
I'm not saying nothing.
She was like, I was getting it early. I'm the one that started in the second grade. You know, I feel so bad for the people who like have had sex on the brain since second grade.
I started masturbating when
I
I was about 5 or 6 years old, so I know how to take care of myself.
I bet that was serious.
It felt good having things rubbed against. Yeah, absolutely.
Wow.
Like it wasn't necessarily sexual. I didn't necessarily have orgasms that young, but it felt good. So I would rub my.
So we had an issue at my boys' school where there was a little girl, I guess she got her skirt lifted up or something like that. And so they made the comment that we have to watch her closely because, you know, she'll hunch the bookshelf. Like, she was one of those kids that, like, if nobody's around, she's going to, like, post up on the bookshelf. You know? I was like, wow. So some people are much more in tune at an early age, I guess. So it's scary,
so there's
but
in
it's
tune,
the
and then
truth.
there's you're being sexually abused and you don't know what's in it.
And don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
And I always feel like when you see signs like that, someone has abused you, but I don't want to say that that is the case in every single situation.
I didn't get sexually assaulted until I got sexually harassed as a teenager all the time from men, but like I didn't actually get full on assaulted until I was an adult, like 2006, 2007, somewhere around there. So
it's never good because I shared something with Tennille over the weekend, you know, because I was assaulted when I was 10 years old, and then I saw my molester, and it just it triggered me. But then,
just recent. This was this weekend shoot.
Oh my God.
And then I just called and I was like, listen, I need to talk to you. I just need to talk this out. And it was just because you know, you've gone through the process. I went to therapy and all that. You know, went through the process, but just not seeing that person and then seeing that person weird, and it's kind of like, and then it's just like, hey, how you doing? I was like, hey, you know.
Well, I'm glad that you had the years in between to be able to process that. I had an issue happen in college, but I wound up seeing a person like at a night out on the town. All of a sudden, you know, I'm hearing, you know, my full, you know, makeup, like it was Halloween. I was dressed as like, what was the Pro or whatever with the white face and the, you know. So I just started crying, and here's everything running. I look even scarier, you know. And I'm like, what are you doing?
You all of a sudden went from the Crow to the grunge.
Yes, like, oh my God, it was hideous, you know. And I was with my homegirls, but I felt very much so like I was by myself. So that comes into education with trying to learn how to deal with and cope with things like that.
No, we're not.
There's not a book of like, what if you see your aggressor later in life? What are you going to do? Have a plan? No, we're not.
I worked with mine, so I did not tell the people that I did not tell the bosses what had happened. I told my friends there who incidentally kind of abandoned me and continued to be friends with him.
Wow, that's sad.
But I continued to have to work. No, they did. They were guys. I was one of the only women that in that age group there, and they had their bro shit going on or whatever. I'm actually still friends with one of them. Was still friends with two of them, and now we know when we talk about it, they're like, I didn't know what the fuck to do, and I'm really sorry that I wasn't there for you. And they've both since like been able to tell me like that was fucked up.
That has to do with youth mindset, you know, because a lot of times our minds aren't ready to deal with stuff, and you know we don't know how to respond to it because of lack of education when it comes to that point. So
I didn't even know for years, and I don't know if y'all know this, but Oprah is my mom. And she's my mom.
Oprah doesn't know it yet either.
She knows. She knows in her heart.
She knows in her heart.
Yeah, I only knew because Oprah said. I was watching Oprah, and she went, "If you said no, it was rape." And I just sat there, and I remember I was like cross-legged on the floor watching it, like looking up, and I was like, "Oh." Wow. Yeah. And then I realized what age I was, and I was like, well, that's young. I couldn't have consented.
Yeah, mentally, you had checked out on the situation. If you took time to say no, you were already checked out on the situation before it even happened.
Yeah.
So, therefore, it is definitely a rape if you said no at any point.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I agree.
No one was there to tell you.
Yeah.
But the whole school knew because he went around telling everybody. I was young. I was not of the age of consent, but people were like, "What a hoe."
Oh yeah, that's how they take that.
It's like, what?
I want to finish my story of my first time.
Oh yeah, yes, please.
Yes.
So it was with the guy that I was dating. He was my first love, and like I said, I was in college, but it still hurt. He was gentle as he could be, but he was kind of.
Sure. Because of course you had to go for the large package.
Of course, but nobody told me that when the hymen breaks, that you actually bleed.
Yeah.
So I bled for a couple of days. I'm freaking out, like, can I stop my period? What is going on? So I was already scared because all the stuff that my mom had already told me that you're going to get pregnant and all that kind of stuff. So.
Goodness gracious.
So that's what it was. I didn't get all the pleasures that Tennille got.
Yeah, because I'm still nasty because of it.
It really is. And I don't know that from experience, just what she
Let's
said.
not say nasty. Let's just say I don't mind experimenting with
There's
new
nothing
things.
wrong with
How
that.
about
Nasty
that?
is not a bad word when it comes to
It's not
that.
nasty because I'm grown.
Yeah.
So it's really not nasty.
You said it.
That's what I'm saying. I'm trying to change it. I'm trying to take that
Trying
narrative
to take
back
the word back.
Yeah.
out of your
Can't
head.
take it back.
Yeah.
You know.
We already think it.
She's not nasty. She's nasty.
Yes.
What you
Exactly.
said.
There's a difference.
Yes, there is a difference. Silly.
Silly. I just ran silly.
Sounds like just like a mom, doesn't it? Silly.
All right, y'all. It is time for our next break already.
I know.
Wow,
That was fast.
That was really fast.
Are we sticking around or no? Because
No,
if not, I got
let's
some
stay
stuff.
here.
I got some stuff to spout out.
Yeah.
Speed dating. It's over.
No, yeah. We're
y'all
keeping y'all around. We're keeping y'all
good.
around. You're
Okay,
still gonna.
great.
They're gonna still be here when we come back. So stick around for more adult sex education and some I'm Just Saying with Bridgitt and Simply with sexeducation.com. What are we? That's the name of our damn show.
Sex on the Edge.
See, she knows. Bridgitt knows. Sex on the Edge on Edge Radio TV. Y'all, we'll be back.
The Natural Nation Network is really about taking control of your health physically, spiritually, emotionally, even intellectually, because there's so much out there in misinformation. There's a lot of people now that are suffering from all sorts of diseases that they really wouldn't have to suffer for if they had better information. And that's what we're here to do. Provide information that can save lives.
The mind and the body are totally connected.
Health can be really serious, and sometimes we just have to lighten it up a little bit while we're still providing substantive information. And my sort of mantra on the salsa dance floor is kind of similar. I tell somebody, if you make a mistake twice, it becomes a move. Okay,
Tune into Natural Nation every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Edge Radio TV is holding auditions for new show hosts. Are you a subject matter expert, professional, influencer, book author, thought leader, or business owner with an educational or motivational platform? Then we want to meet you. Send a link of some of your work to edgeradio20@gmail.com and be sure to put audition in the subject line. Join the Edge Radio TV family. Edge TV, because truth still matters.
Hi, welcome back to Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV. I apparently said something funny.
It was super funny.
It was hilarious.
Ding! Sorry, not sorry. So we are back with the I'm Just Saying Live ladies with Tennille and Bridgitt.
Yes.
And we're asking them about their sex education.
Getting out personal, not business.
Maybe share too much.
Maybe get off.
I mean, just to be clear, we were not the ones that asked you when you had sex for the first time. That was your co-host. Your friend that asked you that question. All we asked was how you learned about sex and what was your sex education.
That was very personal. I felt attacked.
Oh,
No! I said no!
Wow.
But it's just, y'all don't have to answer anything.
Not a one answer, I promise.
They did sign a confidentiality agreement before we came on the show.
So we learned, we've all four been discussing what we learned when we were younger, how we learned when we were younger about sex education. What are some things that you wish you had been taught?
So I'm going to go ahead and give this so you
Go
have
ahead.
time to think just a
I don't
little
have to
bit.
think, but go ahead.
I really, really wish that I knew, just sitting here, we all had a story of something that happened to us that was bad that I'm sure that we did not share right off.
Right.
You also said it, you said it, you said it. I also did the same thing. I really wish that I would have known and taken heed to the fact that so many women have been attacked, if you will, because that's what I'm going to call it. I don't know whose was really aggressive or bad things that happened to them, but mine was a full-on rape. I really wish that I knew that there were other people out there that I could talk to or to go to. The person that I chose was just like, don't say that about that man. I wish that it was more accepted since so many people had dealt with it. That would have been my wish.
Yes. I mean, the rape culture is real. And it's anybody who denies it they're either denying it because they've done it and they don't want to admit it, or they're just in straight denial.
That part.
But
that's what I think I wish I would have known, because then maybe I would have tried to talk to somebody else. I took that one piece of information, let it ride, dealt with it on the inside, went south, started drinking and doing all other kind of stuff that I'd never done before, just trying to cope with it.
So many women are told by even friends and family members when they do open up, well, you don't want to ruin that person's life. Well, fuck that shit. You ruined mine.
That part.
Now I'm traumatized.
Because his mom was like, please don't send my baby to jail type thing.
Your baby deserves to go to jail.
Yeah, because you didn't teach him right.
And get it.
Now now if you want to go for him, that's on you.
I love it. For those that don't know what Bridgitt just said,
right.
We'll let them figure it out.
Yeah.
Figure it out.
Watch that, rewind and watch that again.
Watch my lips.
Okay, so your turn.
So I wish I would have learned the power of the.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
Yes, I said that, Vince. I wish I would have learned the power of it, because now as a grown woman, we have so much power.
We have way more power than people realize.
But a lot of women don't realize that, and we don't value ourselves. That's the part, not just the power of that, but the value that comes with that, and you valuing yourself and loving yourself. That you have the power to say no. That you have the power to choose who you want to give the P to, because it's yours. It belongs to you. And men
and you can
will
take it back at any time
and have done anything to get it.
That's very
Period.
I learned that one very early on. Thank you very much.
Yes, me too.
Yes.
You want this? Okay,
Yes.
so I need my rent paid. I need shopping. I need to invest in this. Where the money resides, where the money resides.
Help a sister out.
Definitely, yes, and that the orgasm or the pleasure is not just all about you. It is about both. It is reciprocated.
Absolutely.
So I think that that's something that we lose sight of in sex education, as especially younger, is that the pleasure piece. Like pleasure is important. This is meant to be pleasurable.
Yeah, we are taught anti-sex education, not sex education.
Especially in Texas. I don't know. Are y'all both from Texas?
I am from Texas. She's not.
Okay.
I'm an overseas military child. But it didn't matter because my parents were from Louisiana and they still put the fear of God in me if I had sex before I was married.
But Texas has one of the worst sex education.
Bible Belt.
So yeah, I wish we'd been taught.
Because all they do is teach you about the parts in the class. You know, you've got the little ragged class that shows you the parts.
She has the vagina.
You know how to clean it, and
they don't go together.
If you have any problems,
but they
contact
don't talk
someone.
about like if it's ever like super painful, that's not okay.
It's not.
We don't talk about like, hey, if you have periods that are super duper heavy, like that's not
fibroids or something.
That's not normal either. Like, go to a doctor, get that checked out. That doesn't necessarily mean getting put on birth control at 13 years old either. Yeah. That is not always the answer. Look for other things, because being put on birth, like hormones.
Oh my gosh, I was that person.
Yeah.
I was put on birth control because I had very, very, very heavy bleeding.
Yeah.
And my mother freaked out because she felt like that was a pass for me to go and just be a hoe.
Yeah.
And have sex with any and everybody because I was on birth control.
Oh.
And when I did have sex, and I'll never forget this, I told my cousin, I was really close to, her cousin told her mother called my mother. And my mother was like, I can't believe you're having sex. Why didn't you tell me? And I was like, are you crazy?
I called my mama the next day and she said, oh, how was it? She wanted to know all about how
that was awesome. Definitely didn't get that.
I have two. Like what I wish society knew. What I wish society knew. If we weren't talking about women getting assaulted, we were definitely not talking about men getting assaulted.
Yes,
they completely glossed over that.
Yeah.
And then for me personally, any form of queer sex education. It was basically like, put the penis in the vagina and that is sex. And it's like, sex is more than penetrative sex. Sex is this whole encompassed.
Yes.
It's everything more. It's so much more than just a penis in a vagina and thrusting.
Very true. Thrusting. Although there was one, we Hendrix and I pulled up a couple articles, and there was one that even said, I didn't know that you should be thrusting. Like they just thought you stuck the penis in and just stuck there.
You just sit there?
When you're young, you just never know, you know? You just stick it in. I'm sure little boys are like, okay, now what's going to happen?
No, they stick it in and they go, oh.
That's the thrust. You know?
Oh, I just remembered something. Okay, was this one of y'all's? If you put a Skittle in your vagina, it is birth control and you will not get pregnant.
Oh, no, I've never heard of that.
I never heard of that. What? That
is definitely some get pregnant stuff.
Don't do that. That is so bad for your vagina. Do not put food or candy that's going to melt in your vagina.
Like, now, if you put a Jolly Rancher in your mouth,
the vagina is a fickle little bitch.
That's pretty good.
There you go.
Yeah.
The vagina is a fickle bitch. Do not keep putting shit in there.
Did you hear what I said? If you put a Jolly
Rancher, they like the way it tastes.
If you put a Jolly Rancher in your mouth,
the potential for your vagina being angry later is high.
I completely understand what you're saying. I think it might be worth the risk. As long as you clean it out afterwards, I think
there you go.
Anyway.
A Jolly Rancher, your favorite kind,
or just keep it in your mouth
and give fellatio or head, whatever.
The Jolly Rancher not good for that.
It's good.
You gotta get something minty, Bridgitt. You so lame. You gotta get something minty so that cool breeze feel.
Yeah. Well, when fellatio,
the Jolly Rancher for you. It's for your mouth. It's not for the man.
Yeah.
That's
for
me.
Yes. I get it.
Jolly Rancher in your mouth.
They actually make like different strips that are kind of like Listerine strips that you can put in your mouth that are minty and also numb your mouth a little bit so you don't taste it as badly and have that gag reflex. So that exists. There is that out there. But it is a bit different to go down on a guy. They have external genitalia. So while yes, they can still get bacteria in their little hole. There's a little hole at the top, and I like to stick my tongue in that hole. It's fine.
It's okay.
They like it.
Yep.
It's a trick. Learn it. But it's not the same. But the vagina is so the pH balance of the vagina is so
delicate.
She is a cunty little bitch.
It is really funny to me how everybody says, oh, you're probably just having sex with too many men if they figure some lady has a problem or a lady actually tries to talk about she's had an issue. You know, it is not always because she's sleeping with 1,000 guys. Y'all have to stop doing people like that. You know, it could be the wrong panties, it could be the wrong detergent, it could be Jolly Ranchers, it could be anything.
And it could be the same person. I have had clients that have I've only had sex with this person, he's only had sex with me, but every time we have sex, for whatever reason, that person's sperm or penis, even if they've washed it, just creates sex for her. It's just she's got a really sensitive vagina and she gets UTIs and or yeast infections.
There are some people who do that.
Yeah, that happens. And even if you are sleeping with hundreds of people, you know what? if I want to take a guy home with me tonight, guess what, motherfucker, it's none of your business.
And please believe me that everybody's VJ or whatever y'all want to call it does not like condoms, okay? You gotta get the ones that are made for you.
Mine
you know,
doesn't.
you might have to go to the lamb skin. and all that. Oh, thank God I don't have to worry about all that anymore.
With different
I
ones.
can't get pregnant anymore, so hey.
Me neither.
They don't just protect against pregnancy.
I know that. I know that.
And they're
Now.
only 99% protective against pregnancy. On that note, the producer is waving his hand over there for 2 minutes left, and so we do want to make sure you ladies get to talk about your event. So let's pull it around to that.
Go ahead.
So we have invited these lovely ladies out to Cut to the Chase, which is a speed dating event that we have coming up
With a twist.
on the 26th. We need you guys to go to Eventbrite right now and register. Every race, color, creed, whatever you got going on. If you're good, if you want to come out, come to the event. We would love to have you. If there are people in your set, if you will, you know, because we'll entertain sets. So if you guys are in a certain set and you feel like nobody else might be there, we got you. Okay, so we'll keep everybody in their set if we will. We're gonna have you guys.
I'll be here.
We're
Henry's
gonna have
not
you
gonna be able to
do a
make
little
it.
chit chat with everybody and maybe learn something. So we cannot wait to have you guys out. We're gonna be at the Blue Leon again. That is gonna be from 2 to 5. So we'll get it done quick, and then you're free to hang out afterwards. There'll be a whole club event going on. So if you don't make this amazing love match, you know, or have the time of your life, you have the opportunity yet again right after. So
that's right.
Yeah, I think
and
that'll
be
be fun.
Food and drinks.
Yes, libations, if you will.
Libations.
And I will, while I will be there, I will not be one of the participants because I
Yes,
am
you will.
going to say I'm still not ready to mingle.
Mm.
I ain't ready for it.
You're not
That's
ready.
what.
I'm
That's
not ready.
exactly what you're gonna be.
You know, it takes a lot for people to admit that they're not ready. I have to say that because everybody just jumps back out there before they're ready.
And I don't got the time. I just got a new puppy, and y'all,
Oh.
she takes up so much of my time right now.
What kind of puppy?
She is a mix. I actually got her a DNA test, so I'll let you know in a couple of weeks.
Okay, we'll have to have an update on that.
Yes. We'd love to know.
She's amazing. But yeah, do go if you are single and you are ready to mingle or whatever your set is.
Or you just want to find somebody else.
Cut to the chase. Yeah,
Yeah,
that part.
exactly.
You shouldn't be saying that kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
I love it. Cut to the
We
chase.
want them to
Well,
have-
that's part of cut to the chase. Like, yeah,
There
I'm
it
just
is,
here to
cut to the
bones.
chase.
At least be
Speed
honest
dating
about
with a
it.
twist. Yes.
Be honest
Be
about
honest.
what you want.
That's it.
Oh, and you
And
will
ask.
find out what the twist is when you do your registration form
I'm really
on
curious.
Eventbrite. So
Yeah.
everybody, please
Yeah.
go to Eventbrite right now.
So
Register
fun.
for Cut to the Chase. Everything's there. Vendors, we also need more vendors.
Please.
You can sign up there as well. So we'll make sure that we post the link
Was
under
I
this.
giving y'all a free session? Is that what's gonna happen?
Yes.
To give
So,
away?
ladies and gentlemen, we have people giving away some stuff like a cruise and some other things. And these lovely ladies have decided that they're going to help you out with the mental part of it. Okay. There's one free session that will be given away at this event. If there are some things that you need to get past, because we know everybody has those things. So luckily we all seem, you know, pretty normal up here.
Pretty healthy now.
That part.
I am
Took some
far
work.
from normal, but I own my weirdness.
Okay.
I consider it a compliment. Even when I was younger, people were like, "You're so weird." Thank you. So yes, we will have the link to that down below somewhere. On both the Edge Radio TV, and then when we share on Sex on the Edge, we'll have it linked on that one as well.
Please check us out.
So yes, and then watch their show Tuesdays
Tomorrow,
and Thursdays.
8:30 a.m.
Yeah.
That part.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much.
Thank you for
being here. It was
having
fun
me.
letting us talk to you about your sex life.
Yay!
Yes,
Your
they're
sex
so nosy.
education. All right, guys. When we come back, we'll be wrapping up the show and finishing some things out. So stick around for your favorite sex position of the week and your favorite sex therapist on Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen on Edge Radio TV.
What's up, everybody? Now, you know it is time for us to make this personal invitation. We are the media darlings right here from I'm Just Saying, and we need you. Listen, to encourage your friends that are out there alone and sad because they don't have anyone. We need them to come out to
our Cut to the Chase Speed Dating with a Twist event on June 26th. That is a Saturday at the Blue Lion.
The Blue Leon. And guess what? All you need to do is go on to Eventbrite and get your tickets right now.
Yes.
We are also looking for vendors. I meant to talk about that earlier, but it's okay. We need you guys to come out and sell your goods to all the people that will be in the building. We want you to mix, mingle, have a little bit of fun, and maybe get matched up with the person of your dreams. So make sure you come out on June the 26th to Cut to the Chase.
Speed Dating with a Twist.
Don't push me because I'm close to the edge.
I'm trying not to lose my head.
Hey, this is the Talk About Unity show where I bring the talk.
And I bring the unity.
And together we talk about unity. Unity is what matters.
Come on.
And right now in our country, that's what we've got to do. So we do that here at Talk About Unity on the Edge Radio Network. Be with us every week.
It's going to be awesome. It always is. And I tell you what, the more we seek first to understand, then be understood, we make progress.
And we like to do that. And that's why everybody's on the brink. We love what we do at Edge Radio because everybody's on the edge. We bring them back from the edge and we bring the unity. So we're just glad to Edge Radio Network every Tuesday morning, 10 a.m. Talk about unity because here at Edge Radio Network, truth still matters.
Hi, we're back with Sex on the Edge with Jen and Hen. I was having a delightful day. I'm kind of sad that they're gone.
I know. Me too.
I know.
They should have kept them around.
We should have them on again.
Yeah, for sure.
Although I do feel like we're cheating on Robin and Kiva. They are the show before us.
I know. We will have them on the show at some point.
Yeah.
We will. Like, we'll have like a crossover event, like Grey's Anatomy Station 19 style. It'll be fine. It'll be the crossover event of the century.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
pretty
going
big.
hard. Yeah.
It's a bold statement.
We're famous now. You had a random chick that walked up to you and be like, "Oh my God, I watched your show. Y'all are so funny."
I did, and she was dressed
we're
like Dorothy.
famous.
But the weird thing is she was dressed like Dorothy from The Wizard of Oz, and she came up to me and went, "Hey, I watched your show," and I was like, "Am I on drugs?" Like, I didn't. And then I realized and I was like, "Why is she dressed?" And I was like, "You know what? I think she's just doing a theme day, and I like her."
Yes.
I mean, wear whatever you want.
Yeah.
Like if you're feeling like dressing like in a costume one day,
Why
do
not?
it.
Why not?
I was like, man, if these are our fans, we're okay.
Yeah. I'm good with that kind of fan. But that was like really cool for you. I'm kind of jelly.
I was kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
Like,
Yes.
what?
But then her response was to be like, "Oh my God, I'm so sorry you watched that." And so thank God her partner was like, "Stop doing that
I
shit."
know,
And
I
I was
know.
like, "Tell your partner that I love them and agree, and you need to stop doing that shit." And just be like, "Oh, thank you. I know." It's
Thank you.
amazing."
It's
Not
so
that she's
amazing.
gonna toss her hair like that, but I will, because I'm a hair tosser. Anyway, so one of the things that I think was interesting when we were reading the list, and it really pertains to stuff that's going on in Texas right now. So we're gonna dive into some hard-hitting short segment real quick.
Oh, but to be clear, we had a list of things things that they wish they had learned in sex ed. It was like a really big, long, comprehensive list.
Like there's two different lists on BuzzFeed that we thought were awesome. But one of the things that I wanted to hit was what people don't know what to do if you do get pregnant, especially as a teenager. Like no one taught me in sex education what it's supposed to look like, what it's supposed to feel like, how I'm supposed to know.
Yeah.
And what's going on, I don't know how many people are aware of this, but Greg Abbott recently signed into law that abortion of any type after 6 weeks is going to be illegal starting next month, starting in September. Sorry, I don't know what month we're in. Starting in September. And 6 weeks.
Like people don't even know by 6 weeks.
You don't even know you're pregnant at 6 weeks. You can also still have a period and again not know. Like it's called the heartbeat law. And it is just, I mean, look, we know we have some, it's fucked up. Like, sorry, not sorry. I'm just going to be open about, like, that is just messed up.
Well, the system is messed up. Because it's like you're not going to teach people about sex education. So you're going to tell them don't do it whenever biologically we are programmed to have sex.
Correct.
Other than our asexuals, we love you.
Yes.
So they're telling us not to do something we're programmed to do, but we have no information about it. And then, but you also don't want us on contraceptives because then that somehow is giving people a pass to fornicate.
We can't teach you about condoms in Texas sex education. So,
but then when you do get pregnant, you're also left with no option. It's just, it's all just, the system is not set up to protect us, like our well-being.
Yeah. And so much of the ownership of that is put on the woman. I mean, or to put on the female. It's in a heterosexual dynamic, whether that's, because I will say this, like, they don't care. The sex law, the heartbeat sex law doesn't discern between if you're a rape victim or there's a medical issue or your age.
Yeah, and people don't realize that with the medical issue, these laws force a woman to birth a stillborn dead child.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I actually
or to go through with having something that may kill you.
Yes.
It may kill you to have this child.
Yeah.
Like
I actually know someone where they were like, well, it's illegal to perform an abortion, so you're going to have to naturally have this baby who has passed. Like it's things like that people just are not educated about, and they're making these laws based on a religion or belief. I am fine if you are pro-life. Like I mean, be pro-life, like, but do not pass laws that aren't conducive to the reality of the world that we live in.
And do a better job of educating kids and young adults, and starting at freaking 4 or 5 years old, teaching them about their body autonomy and the words that I can't say right now. Words. I feel like flames out of the sides of my head. Head. Flames. Words like these are breasts, not chi-chis. Like let's call them what they're called. This is a vagina, not a hoo-ha.
Yeah.
Give them the right names, the right words, so that they know what the hell they're talking about. And as they get older, you start to teach them more and more and more and whatnot.
Yeah, we need real sex education, not anti-sex education.
Yes, and oh God, but the abortion law, like it's killing me.
It's all over my social media.
Yeah,
like, it's
yeah.
Anyway, well now you know. Now you know a little bit more information about why people are opposed to it, and it's not just because people are pro-choice. There's more that's into it. That's more in-depth. Knowledge that people need to be aware of while passing these laws.
And I could be wrong. I don't believe that I am, but I could be wrong. There is room for me to be wrong sometimes. Sometimes, very rare. That this law, like, because it's so non-explicit on who can get a pass on it, like even if a 9 or 10-year-old child gets pregnant from, like, which is going to always be rape.
Yeah.
That 9 or 10-year-old child whose body is not ready to have a child of their own still would have to carry that child to term and birth it at 9, 10 years old.
Yeah.
From already being traumatized in the first place. It's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. It's horrible that you take that choice away from anyone. But I mean, there's.
I got you. It's why we're here. It's why we do what we do.
It makes me want to cry.
I know. We got this. Well, there's more people like us out here speaking and spreading the word, and it's slow and it's tedious and it's exhausting, but we'll keep doing it.
Did you see the clip of the valedictorian that gave her speech? Like, that's been going around hardcore in Dallas, Texas.
I don't tend to watch speeches because I hate them.
It was literally like 4 minutes long. It was.
But like, I hate hearing people talk when I'm outside of the office because literally all I hear is people talk. So it's music. Like if I'm watching something, I'm not watching it. I'm listening to music.
Okay, I'm gonna send you the link and you're gonna watch it.
But no. Again, it's all over my social media. Like I read. I like to read. I've read the synopsis of it.
She's so impassioned. Like watching her is just infinitely better. But I agree. Like I like to read more things. Anytime any of the presidents in the last several years have given a speech, I don't watch the speech. I go back and read it because I can't handle.
Yeah.
And I don't care. That's been for Barack. That's been for Trump. That's been for Biden. I read it. I can't watch them.
By the way, was there anything else that we wanted to mention that we wish that we had learned?
So many things. So many things. Just, I don't even.
Oh, did y'all know that there are 15 methods of contraception? Like, people are just told that it's just a pill.
Yeah.
15. Like, that's not.
That is a lot. I didn't realize it was that many either.
Yeah, it's amazing. I don't know. There's so much.
There is so much. You know what there's not?
What?
There was made, but it's not been implemented, but pills for the assigned male at birth person.
Yes. Yeah.
That exists. But they found that men would not take it, so they decided not to market it. Even though it was shown to be easier for the male body to handle and deal with rather than the female body and all of our extra hormones.
Yeah.
Complete extra.
Man, we're coming for people today.
Yeah. Jen's like, so, just saying.
Just saying. We should shoot tequila before episodes more often.
Should we though?
We should.
I mean,
anyway,
1 Dr. Pepper and then a shot of tequila, I think worked out fine today.
Yeah.
3 Dr. Peppers and.
But anything else?
I mean, there's a lot of things. There's so many. We've hit them before in other conversations.
Yeah.
We'll continue to hit them. I'm trying to think of like just we're not taught enough about our bodies. We're not taught enough about how like reproduction really occurs, which is now reminding me of the Grease 2 song. Reproduction, baby, give it to me. Watch the movie; it's great. Best song in the whole movie. We're not taught about what's normal, what's abnormal. We're not taught about like even fibroids or ovarian cysts and how that might create pain. We're not taught about. I think one of the ones that I read the other day was how fucking bad cramping can be. We're not taught about PMS or PMDD either. Like, and what is really happening when that occurs. We're not taught, boys aren't taught that they can say no to, you know.
Fetishes. We're definitely not taught about fetishes.
Definitely.
Oh, man. Like, I mean, whenever we were all young and we all found out fetishes, we were all just like, oh my God. Like, I remember the first time like hearing about foot fetishes. Just all of them. Yeah. You know? Yeah. Now I love them. Looners, my favorite fetish are looners, the ones who love balloons. They're my favorite. And furries are my favorite. Ones that
I love furries. Furries are my I love furries. But the balloon one just reminds me of the condom with poop in it. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. Don't do it. What was I going to say? But, oh yes. Males are also not taught that it's okay to not want sex as a man.
For sure.
And so, guess what? You're not gonna always get hard whenever, wherever, at the drop of a dime. That's when I have so many of my male clients that come in and they have misunderstandings about their own male sexuality because of what society has taught them.
Yeah.
Like, or women, if they're in a heterosexual relationship, are like, they don't have a very high sex drive and it's because I'm ugly. I'm like, no, they just don't have a very high sex drive and that's okay. But
it's just called a low sex drive.
Yeah.
Like, you're fine.
But they're also taught that if your man doesn't want you, he's doing somebody else, which is not always true, guys. Anyway, I think that's about it. We'll hit more stuff. So next week we'll come back with a special episode for you Menskies out there, assigned male at birth or currently identifying as male. Sorry about that, y'all. Don't hate me. My words, tequila, Dr. Pepper, I blame it on that. This is for those who identify as males. We're going to be coming for you guys. Not coming for you guys. We're going to be coming here for you guys to help you. This is the Father's Day and male sexual health special. since I know a lot of you guys are like, y'all always talk about ladies, but you never talk about us men. Well,
That's untrue. Then they're not watching our episodes. I'm always
advocating for the identified males. Yes, absolutely.
It's like half of my job.
Agreed. Agreed. Anywho, but so that's what we're talking about next week. It'll be fun. We promise. Delightful and entertaining, as Hendrix likes to say. Until then.
Oh, we're doing a sex position of the week?
Sex position of the week. We got one this time. You ready?
Yeah.
It is called the floor tango.
I haven't seen this. Okay.
Y'all cannot see Hendrix's face because we have this thing on. So the floor tango, both partners start on their knees.
Okay.
Both move in closer. I don't know. You're just gonna jump and hop on your knees to get there, and then the man then enters the woman. Again, this can be with any gendered. It does not have to be male, female. Make it your own. So y'all, my ex-husband was a whole foot taller than me. His penis would have hit above my belly button.
Yeah, like I'm just like, what is
this? Is not a position I would have been able to do. But if y'all are about the same height, try it out. Let us know.
Maybe this is for our more curved gentlemen.
Oh, the ones that curve upwards. Well, mine would have had to curve downwards and in.
I'm trying to anyway.
Yeah. So, I think it's easier if his lower half is shorter than hers, where you could curve upwards. But
yeah, if you're at the exact same height, that's
yeah. You can do some tilting, but yeah, my ex-husband would have had to have a penis that went down and then curved and made a U-turn in order to make that work, because it would have hit right there. I'm short and he was tall, so that would have not been one that we could do. But if you can, let us know how it goes. I'm still waiting for somebody to tell me they try one of these and they like it.
Yeah,
or they don't like it.
I'm
or
sure
had
people
fun
will
doing it. One of these days when we're more famous, and we already are.
But all right, that about wraps it up. I'm excited. I'm excited for our guests.
Yes,
Bridgitt and Tennille.
Bridgitt and Tennille.
And we'll see you next week.
Yeah. Until then,
happy humping.